Hi Flosstube, it's Jeannie again, and I am back with my October update. And I'm sorry, I always do this I try to do it on the closest weekend. I've had a few fails, but yeah, so I try to do, it's just easier. I still work full time, so it's just easier for me to film on the weekends. And today is Sunday, November 3rd, I believe. So anyway, I wanted to give you a roundup for October. And you may have noticed, you guys, that I changed the title of my channel. It used to be Gee Whiz 65, and now I have changed it to Gee Whiz Stitches and Scraps because it incorporates both of my hobbies, stitching and paper crafting. And so I just decided to make it a little bit more in line with what the channel's about. So anyway, so if you may have noticed that, I did it a while ago and I keep forgetting to mention it in a video, but I want to tell you show you where I am with my whips, talk a little bit about plans, and then I also have a little bit of haul. So if you've been following me through this year, you know that I had 4 different projects that I wanted to finish each quarter of the year, and so far I have done that, and I've reached those goals. But you guys, I'm really struggling with my October, November, December goal. I've got a kitty standing on it right now, but it is, oh no honey, don't lay down right there, let me move him over. But it is my Plague Nurse, and this is where I am on it. And this was the one that I started it in 2020. It's a free pattern from Night Spirit Studio. Let me pull it up on my, this is what it looks like on my tablet. Hopefully there's not too much glare. So again, it's Night Spirit Studio, and this was one of the patterns that she put out for COVID. And I'm a nurse, and I love it. I love everything about the pattern. But you guys, this is my first project on black fabric, and I chose linen, and I am struggling, you guys. I'm struggling to see it. Now I'm noticing in this light in my spare room, maybe I can see it. Maybe I need to sit in here and stitch in the morning. That might be part of it, but every single stitch is a struggle. So I don't know, you guys. I'm kind of thinking I might put it away for now. It's really, this is Pistachio, and he is my buddy for videos if you haven't seen before, but anyway, like I said, I'm really struggling with it, and I dread picking it up. And so I either need to probably put it on a different color fabric, or I need to start it over on a different color fabric, or maybe go to Black Ada. Maybe I was just fooling myself with linen. I'm not really sure what I'm going to do with it, but like I said, I am noticing as I'm looking here, I can kind of see the holes. I've tried putting a white pillowcase underneath it while I'm stitching. I've tried putting a light under it while I'm stitching. I am a stab and stitcher, so when my hand goes underneath it to bring the needle back up, I can't see the holes. Then that's my problem. I even took it out of the Q-snap because I thought, well, I'm going to try to do, it's a fairly simple pattern. I'm going to try to do the stitching method, because then I can stay on top of the fabric and maybe then I can see it. And I'm struggling with that too, because I've done some of the sewing method, but it's not very natural for me to do. So I really, you guys, I don't think I'm going to get this one done by the end of the year. So I don't know if I should pick a different project to maybe try to finish, but I'm glad I got the other 3 done. And actually one of them is fully finished, and the other one of the other ones I plan to fully finish before the end of the year. So anyway, so that is my struggle with Plague Nurse. Again, I'm either going to restart it on a lighter fabric, or I'm going to just retire it, or maybe try a Black Ada, and maybe I can see the holes better with Ada. But anyway, so that is what's happening with that. So I'm abandoning making myself or having myself get that done by the end of the year. One of the things I have started working on again is my daughter's wedding piece. And again, if you've been watching me, you know that she got married in June, and I had made a really big push in the spring to try to get this done before her wedding. And then with just all the wedding planning and different things that we needed to do, planning, getting ready for company, all of that, I just didn't get it done. And this is one that you have to concentrate on. It's not a quick stitch by any means. And so, and I did switch it from the 18 count Aida to a 32 count even weave. And so that has made it even a little bit more, just a little bit more time consuming, because you can see the crosses are kind of far apart with all this back stitching. And I do love it on the even weave, but I just haven't, I just haven't, it just goes really slow. And I got to the point again before the wedding where it was stressing me out. And so I thought, okay, I'm not gonna push myself to do it. Cause when I push myself and I make myself work on things that I don't feel like, then I make mistakes and then I get frustrated and that sort of thing. So anyway, yeah, but I am working on it again. I've gotten a little bit done, and this is where I am. I've primarily been doing some of the back stitching. This is kind of one of those pieces where you need, for me, on even weave, because I'm not the best at counting. I'm relatively new to even weaves and linens. I just haven't done that many projects on them. Oh, and my hair's on it, and there's cat hair on it. But I need to do the crosses in an area, and then I need to sort of back stitch over to where I can do the next amount of crosses. So, oh, kitty, he's attacking my fabric. Honey, you gotta get down. Okay, there. So sorry about that. So those little ends that hang off the little serged ends, he was attacking, so I didn't want him to pick it. So anyway, but I am working on that. I'm enjoying it, and my goal now is to get it done for their first anniversary. So I think I can do that because I've got, 8 or 9 months to do that. I've also worked just a little bit on Fish and Chips by Long Dog Samplers, and this one, it's intended to be on blue fabric with like off-white stitching, and I am doing the opposite. I'm doing off-white fabric with blue stitching, and I'm using a variegated blue floss. And but it was gonna do, and I may still do this, like a strand a day. I haven't been consistent with that. I talked about it for a couple of months and I haven't been consistent with it. But here you can actually see some of the variegation in the floss, and it's really, really pretty. I think it's going to be beautiful when it's done. But I'm going to make myself do the borders first and then start doing the fun stuff in the middle. And just to make sure my borders match up and everything. So, and this is on, I think it's a 36 count. Let me see, I probably stuck it on the pattern. Oh, I don't see. It's a 36 count off-white linen. So, and it looks like it's a Zweigart. So, and here's how. I'm all the way across the top and working down the side. So, so that is Fish and Chips that I'm working on, and I'm enjoying that. And like I said, I hope to, maybe after the first of the year, get to a strand a day situation with that, but it hasn't worked out that way for me yet. So, and then last but not least, my main focus has been this Bucilla felt stocking kit. I am stitching this up for my my new step-granddaughter, and I really want to have it done by Christmas. So this is sort of, I guess, the felt tube portion of the video, but basically, so but I am making headway, and I'll show you where I am. So recently I just finished the ball of yarn and did the cording here, and then the next thing it says to do, I've got a dangling thread, I'm sorry, but the next thing it says to do is I'll show you the whole thing there, is to build this other little kitten, and the brown kitten here will be completely separate. and then you just tack it on. And so, but I think what I'm going to do is and after you do the kitten, then you do this candy cane down here and the star up top. But I've read through all the instructions, and I really don't see why it would hurt to get the star on the top of the tree. So I think I'm going to go ahead and today I think I'm gonna build sequin bead and sew up the star, and then I may go ahead and do this other candy cane, because it's also separate, and then you just tack it on to the stocking under the cat's paw. So I think I'm going to do those today, and then I will work on building the little kitty and getting that kitty on, and then I need to do her name tag and of course sew the stocking together. But I think I can do it. Gosh, I'd love to have it done by the end of November if possible. That may be pushing it, but that's where I am on it, and I am really, really enjoying it. I did change it up a little bit. The pattern called for making cording, which I did make the cording for the loose thread here, but to make cording and tack it on to the piece of felt, and I just didn't want to do that. I had never made cording before, and I felt like it might not be real secure, so I went ahead and just did outline stitch for the light green thread, and then did the cording. Cording's not hard to make, but I did do the cording as it was recommended to do, and then just put that on there. So that is my Busilla the Perfect Gift stocking. And so, so those are all of my WIPs and the things that I have worked on, and a little bit to do with my my failed plans. And then I also have some haul. And you guys, I have to stop buying kits, because I was just in a mode where I've been buying kits, and I was watching, if you watch Amanda at Lucky Chance Stitcher, she showed some kits that she got through a company called Gavallo Stitch. It's actually a Canadian company, but and I live in California, so but it was, the kits are really reasonable, and I could have gotten free shipping with as much as I bought, because I spent just a little over $100, but I decided to do the option with tracking, and it was only like a little over $3, so the shipping from Canada was not bad at all, from Post Canada or whatever, Canadian Post, whatever it's called. So, but before I show you those kits, I got this Design Works kit on Amazon, and of course I have a little helper. Excuse me, baby. Can I show this? Can I show this? Doot, 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 doot. Oh, this kitty loves to make videos. Jump down, babe. And so I got this little kit. It's actually 11 count, but it is, I'm going to do it smaller on probably an even weave. But I just love the mushrooms and the little, there's lots of detail in it for an 11 count kit. So I think, like I said, when I'm ready, I don't have no plans to start it, but when I'm ready, I'm going to stitch this on probably a blue fabric with a smaller count and probably an even weave. Or the other thing I might do with it, since it's 11 count, is I've put a little kit together for my granddaughter, and if she enjoys stitching, something like this might be a good thing for her once she gets a little practice in on something a little bit more simple. So but anyway, I just thought the pattern was cute, and so I got that. And then this is the company that I ordered the kits from. I want to show you. This is their website, GavalloStitch.com, and it's Gavallo Stitch Inc. I'm not sure if I'm saying that right, but anyway, but that is the name of the company if you are interested. And they have a ton of like the Ukrainian kits, the Russian kits, things like that. If you saw my last haul from my bobbin, there was a magic needle kit that I really, really wanted, and of course they were out of it so I got a companion piece. But then when I saw Amanda talking about this company, I thought I'm just going to go look and see what they have, and they had the kit that I wanted, so I'll show you that. But I did, in order to make this, the shipping worth it, I thought the shipping was going to be more. And it's kind of one of those situations where the more you spend, the cheaper the shipping gets. It's like a percentage. So, and like I said, I could have gotten free shipping if I didn't want tracking, but I thought, well, since it's coming from Canada, I'll go ahead and get tracking on it. But the first kit that I got was this one. This is a Magic Needle kit, and it's called Golden Autumn. And it also had, there's some freebies that they sent me. This little packet was taped to it, and it has a couple little little charms that say handmade. There's a 26 and I think a 24 golden eye needle. There's a needle threader, and then also a plastic bobbin in there. So I thought that was sweet that they threw that in. And so, but I just thought that was pretty. I was in the fall mood. And then the other one that caught my eye, you guys, I didn't really realize how similar these two are until they got here. And I think you'll see, this one is, what is this one called? It's probably staring right at me. Sunset. But it's just really, really pretty. Now it's got more like a sort of a Russian, this is also Magic Needle, Russian looking building in the background. Although we have a, I don't know if it's a church or some kind of a mosque or something that's here in my town that actually looks like this. And it has those kind of domed roof on it and stuff. But anyway, I just thought the colors of this one was really pretty. It caught my eye. But you can see how it's got kind of the waterway. Let's see if you can see. I mean, there's definitely not the same scene, but there's, you know, sort of the waterway in the middle with the foliage on either side. I mean, the colors are different, but I love the sky in this one. So I grabbed that one too. No big plans to start it. Then another one, you guys, this is a Mereshka kit that I've been wanting, and actually I want all 4 seasons, but I just bought my favorite one, which is the Mereshka Autumn Sampler. And this one, you guys, you stitch the background, and then these little patches are stitched separately and then sewn to the project. And so anyway, so I haven't bought all, I haven't bought the other 3 seasons just because I kind of wanted to see if I liked the premise of this and stuff. So anyway, and it's funny, ladybugs are not really a fall bug here. That they're more of a spring and summer bug, but so I might choose something else to put there, but anyway, but I just thought this one, I just love the colors of this. I'm kind of in a purple mode, and I love the colors of this. And this is, that's how it looks like on the back. I'm sorry, you guys, I can't, the Magic Needle ones show the pattern on the back. So it doesn't, they're not packaged like these. So it shows a good portion of the pattern, but this is Zweigart Ada, DMC Floss. So I don't know, I haven't opened it to see what's in there, but this was the one that really, really caught my eye. And like I said, if I sort of like everything about it, I'll probably get the other 3. And then last but not least, this was the kit that I wanted when I bought my goldfinch kit that was in my last. I meant to pull that, you guys, so I could show you them to you side by side. They are companions. But this one, it was the one that really, that I saw Katie on Red Stitchery. She finished this one, and she did it like on a modeled kind of sky blue linen, and it was absolutely gorgeous. And I love these big fat bumblebees, and I love robins. We do have robins out here, but they're not the same as the Midwest robins. I'm from Indiana, and seeing robins always meant spring was coming in Indiana because they would migrate out of Indiana in the winter. Here we sort of have a robin-esque looking bird. It's got a red chest, but it looks like a completely different species of robin. It's taller with a longer tail, and they're here all year, of course, because we have nice weather all year. So anyway, but the other thing I loved is, so the robins remind me of, these look more like Midwestern robins, although our Midwestern robins, their faces aren't red or orange, but anyway, they're super cute. And this one's called Singing Robins. And then but we also monarch butterflies overwinter here, and so this one, just with the bees, the robins, and the monarch, just spoke to me, and I love the colors. And so I ended up, and like I said, they just shows the chart on the back, so, or a big portion of the chart, so I won't show that. But this is Gamma thread, and which I think is cotton, and then Zweigart fabric. And this comes with a blue fabric, but I think I'll probably swap it out. So anyway, Okay, so that is my haul. I'll leave you something pretty to look at while we talk about plans. I want to plan it. I want to finish. I have 3 Christmas ornaments stitched up. 2 are Barbara Anna, and 1 is the Dimensions one that I just did. I want to finish at least 1 to go on my tree this year, so I'm working on. I will finish that. I also still haven't framed. I have the frame and everything for it, the Jack Russell that I stitched for my husband. So I'm going to get that kitted, hopefully get that finished, and probably will give him that for Christmas. And then I'm going to just continue working on the whips that I showed you, and like I said, really trying to get that felt stocking done. So that's it for me, you guys. I hope you had a productive October, getting really fast and furious into holiday season. So I hope you're getting a lot of fun seasonal stitching done, and I will talk to you soon. Bye.